everybody. Today we are going to be learning our second register exercise. This is an exercise that I came up with to help my students get better at playing the second register of the clarinet. It's pretty straightforward and it goes through most of the range of the second register. So if you can do all of this successfully, you should be pretty comfortable playing up there. Hopefully no problem. So we're going to go through the whole exercise together, and I'm going to show you the fingerings and demonstrate the whole thing to help you get started. So first things first, we're going to screen share it so you can see it. Now this is the very lowest note, our low E, and this is the lowest note of our second register. This is a B. Okay, now as you can see, we go all the way up to thumb F for a high C when you add the register key. So first things first, we're going to do this low E up to B. So I will show you what that looks like. We start with low E, which is all of your fingers plus the thumb, and then you're going to do your left pinky on this key right here. So if you're playing this note correctly, it should sound like this. And then all you do to get that B is add the register key on the back. So make sure that your thumb is staying over the hole. So kind of like this. And we are going to slur up to a B. So and that's pretty much what you do for the whole page. Okay, so this first line should sound like this. The reason that I have these articulated notes here on this whole exercise is because tonguing in the second register feels a little different than tonguing in the first register. So you want to make sure your air is fast, keep your tongue sort of I call it a swishy tongue. So you don't want to be whacking the reed too hard. Make sure you're pulling your tongue away from the reed pretty quickly, but keeping your air moving forward, keeping those corners in so your air is focused the whole way. The next one we have is low F up to C. So that looks like this. You're going to take all your fingers down, same sort of thing, but we're going to use our right pinky on what will probably be the bottom key on your clarinet. My clarinet has an extra key, don't panic. So it's this bottom one right here plus all of your other fingers, and it sounds like this. When we add the register key, it sounds like this. So if we're doing this entire line, it sounds like this. Don't worry so much about the rhythm on this. It's really just to help you make sure you're slurring and make sure you're tonguing some notes, but the rhythm doesn't so much matter as much as the slurs and getting a good sound and clear articulation over here. So we're going to kind of breeze through the rest of this page because it's honestly all the same concept. So if you already know these low notes, all you do for each one of these is add the register key. So for G to D, we have G, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, no pinkies. Our next one, A to E. So then we want to be very careful with B flat versus B natural. B flat plus the register key gives you an F. B natural plus the register key gives you an F sharp, right? So B flat first is first finger. So then our B natural to F sharp will be middle finger on your right hand plus the register key. Then hopefully the notes after that will be very familiar if you've been playing the clarinet for any amount of time, because basically any beginning clarinet book starts with these notes. So the next one is C. You add the register key to get a G. Then D plus the register key gives you an A. Now, if you start having trouble in this range with the high notes, that's okay. It's a little bit trickier to control the super high notes in the second register. So if it's not working great, try to think about pulling your upper lip down. Keep the back of your tongue up, so you want to feel like your air is almost going through like a slide or something. It's up in the back and down in the front. And then also make sure your air is small and focused for those high notes. So really pulling in from all sides so you have a small circle of air, just like it's going through a straw. The next one is E to B. And then thumb F up to C. I would recommend doing these exercises every day as part of your warm-up routine if you're still trying to get used to playing in the second register, because it does take a little bit of time to get used to, and if you can get all the way through this page, then you'll be set up for basically any music that happens in the second register as far as controlling the embouchure and getting the sound to speak goes.